Surprisingly, we have one first-hand account of the resurrection, or at least of a resurrection experience. Unfortunately, it raises more questions than it answers, because it's Paul who's the first-hand speaker. After appearing to about 500 people and to James and all the apostles, last of all, he appeared to me as one who had been abnormally born. And that's all he says. So we really don't know what sort of experience that resurrection was for him. But we can get a clue by looking at the 3 times it's talked about in the Acts of the Apostles. They do contradict each other slightly, but not terribly importantly. I'll read the first one, Acts 9. As he neared Damascus on his journey, suddenly a light from heaven flashed around him. He fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? And then he has a little conversation, who are you, Lord? And he said, I'm Jesus, and so on. Now, the people with him, we're not sure if they saw the light or not. It says they heard the sound, but did not see anybody. And it doesn't actually say that Paul saw anybody. He just saw the light. So the first thing to note is it's not the sort of resurrection that's reported in the Gospels. It doesn't seem to be physical. We don't see Jesus walking around, touch my side, eat breaking bread, any of those things, just a light and a voice. Quite different from the other resurrection appearances. Right, okay, so that raises 2 questions. First, why did Paul experience that? Now, we know that lots of people, when they have an epileptic fit, see a bright light. People with schizophrenia then hear voices. So it's not clear to us whether the experience that Paul is having is actually in his mind or whether it's an objective experience. And that raises the question is, were the other appearances of Jesus actually in people's minds rather than a physical thing? Now that's an interesting question, isn't it?
It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that you're liable to read in the Bible, it